they been cramping my style all week. Craving chocolate treats, checking pants, checking seeds, sipping herbal tea and fight for menstrual equity. Jeez, man, I kick cramps ass. 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 You're now tuned in to the Kick Cramps Ass podcast with your host, Brittany Walker, advocating for menstrual equity, period poverty, and womb wellness. New episodes on Menstruation Mondays.
Happy Menstruation Monday. Welcome to the Kick Cramps Ass podcast, where I'm your host, Brittany Walker, but I go by B, and you've made it to episode 4 of season 3. And today we'll be diving into a topic that often flies under the radar, but deserves our full attention: the surprising impact of alcohol on the menstrual cycle. Now, April is Alcohol Awareness Month, and we want to wrap up this month with information and recommendations moving forward with having a more manageable menstrual cycle. All right, guys. Now, we like to kick off each episode with the I am power statement. I representing inspiration, A representing affirmations, and M representing manifestations. And the I am power statement for today is: I am nourishing my body and supporting a healthier menstrual experience. Therefore, each day I am making conscious decisions that support my health. Ashe. Now, we also like to do a quote of the day. And today's is: if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. And that's by Tony Robbins. Now, what does that mean in relation to your menstrual health? It means that if you're having the same unwanted period symptoms, but are not willing to do anything differently, then you are bound to keep receiving the same results. So why not try something different to get the period that you truly desire? All right, guys. So we're going to let you think about that for just a moment. We're going to take a good old sip from our Cramp Elixir, our bestseller of 2023 and 2024. And we're going to cut to this commercial break, and we'll be right back with you. Have you tried our bestseller, the Cramp Elixir? It's our herbal tea blend designed to reduce and eliminate menstrual cramps, PMS symptoms, and other uterine health issues that are hindering your day-to-day progress. Our elixir may decrease inflammation, reduce stress and anxiety, regulate blood flow, balance your mood, and it can kick cramps ass. It includes a variety of herbs including hibiscus, red raspberry leaf, calendula, motherwort, ashwagandha, plus more. Head over to kickcrampsass.org and grab yours today. Now, back to the show. Welcome back from that commercial break. We hope that you enjoyed it. Now, as we settle into April, it is important to acknowledge that this month is also Alcohol Awareness Month. It is a time to reflect on the relationship with alcohol and understand its effects on your body and explore even healthier options. And for those of you who menstruate, this awareness takes on a particularly nuanced dimension. So, what exactly does alcohol do for the menstrual cycle? Now, the relationship is more intricate than you might think. Now, alcohol can disrupt the delicate hormonal balance that governs your cycle. It can interfere with the production of estrogen and progesterone, which are key players in regulating ovulation and the menstruation cycle. Now, the hormonal balance can also lead to a range of issues, from irregular periods, meaning they can become more unpredictable in length or timing, or to even absent periods, a condition known as amenorrhea, which we talked about a couple of episodes ago. We will drop a link to that episode in the description of this episode so you could take a gander. All right, guys. Now, beyond the hormonal aspect, alcohol can also exacerbate some of the less pleasant symptoms that many of menstruators experience during their periods. Now, think about it. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it increases urination. This can contribute to dehydration, which in turn can worsen headaches and fatigue. Those happen to be unwelcome companions for many menstruators. Furthermore, alcohol can irritate the digestive system, potentially amplifying bloating, and nausea. So that unwanted stomach that might look like you're 3, 4, 5, 6 months pregnant can be derived from alcohol consumption. And let's not forget about the impact on mood, with the chemicals and toxins in alcohol causing hormonal imbalances and unwanted chemical reactions in the body. So, being on your cycle, you might already be considered overly emotional, or you might cry a little bit more. You might find yourself more anxious or depressed, and alcohol can just elevate those moods or those reactions or behaviors significantly. All right, guys. Now, while that initial drink might feel relaxing, alcohol is a depressant and it can intensify feelings of anxiety and sadness, which can be particularly challenging during the emotional fluctuations of the menstrual cycle. Alcohol may increase heavy blood flow. So, we talked about menorrhagia before, and alcohol may contribute to this. Alcohol also promotes inflammation, thus leading to menstrual cramps. So, if you realize that, hey, I might be cramping a tad bit more this month, maybe it was because just a few days ago you went to happy hour and had a lot of fun with your friends. Maybe you were just recently at an event or a celebration where you drank more than what you normally drink, and that could have contributed to your cycle, being that it could take the body roughly 48 hours to digest and absorb what you eat and what you drink. All right, guys. Now, in addition to amenorrhea, dysmenorrhea, and menorrhagia, remember, amenorrhea is the absence of the menstrual cycle, dysmenorrhea is severe period cramps, and menorrhagia is heavy blood flow. Now, alcohol may also contribute to fibroids, endometriosis, adenomyosis, which April is also Adenomyosis Awareness Month, which we talked about in our last episode, and also polycystic ovary syndrome, which is PCOS, or even infertility. All right, guys. So now I know what you might be thinking. Is this really that common? While large scale definitive statistics specifically linking alcohol consumption to menstrual cycle issues are still an area of ongoing research, we do have some concerning data points. Now, studies have suggested a correlation between heavy alcohol use and an increased risk of menstrual irregularities. For instance, research has indicated that women who regularly consume higher amounts of alcohol may be more likely to experience a longer or shorter periods. Furthermore, anecdotal evidence and smaller studies consistently point to a connection between alcohol consumption and worsened PMS symptoms. Now, many individuals report experiencing more intense cramps, increased breast tenderness, and heightened mood swings when they have been drinking, especially in the days leading up to or during their period. Now, according to Maria Del Mar Fernandez and her team in 2018, the intake of alcohol was associated with a moderate increase of the risk of PMS, which is premenstrual syndrome. Now, estimates that 11% of the PMS cases may be associated to alcohol intake worldwide and 21% in Europe. Now, the MGH Center for Women's Mental Health in 2018 stated that risk for PMS was 45% higher in women who reported drinking than to non drinkers. Women who were heavy drinkers, drinking more than one drink per day, were 79% more likely to have PMS than non drinkers. So, to answer the original question, is this really as common with alcohol affecting the menstrual cycle? And the answer is yes. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you. Tired of clunky remote recordings? Level up with Riverside FM Pro. Get studio quality audio and video, effortless editing with powerful AI tools, and seamless live streaming and collaboration. Become a pro of Riverside.fm and unlock the full potential of your content. Sign up today and make your voice heard. Visit the link in the description of this episode to discover more. Now, back to the show. Welcome back from that commercial break. We hope that you enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and get into some helpful tips for decreasing alcohol consumption beginning in Alcohol Awareness Month. All right. So what we can do about it, if you're noticing a pattern between your alcohol consumption and your menstrual cycle symptoms, or if you're just simply looking to be more mindful of your health, there are several effective strategies that you can implement to decrease your alcohol intake. First, we need to set realistic goals. You do not have to go cold turkey overnight. Start by identifying days or times you tend to drink and try reducing your consumption during those periods. Maybe aim for one less drink a day or commit to alcohol-free weekends. Tip number 2, identify your triggers. What situations or emotions lead you to reach for a drink? Once you understand your triggers, you can develop alternative coping mechanisms. If you tend to drink out of boredom, try engaging in a hobby. If it's stress related, explore relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation, which you can discover through Pilates for Periods, our fitness and mindfulness program. And of course, we'll have a link to that program in the description of this episode. You can also, tip number 3, seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist about your goals. Having a support system can make a significant difference in staying on track. There are also support groups specifically for those looking to reduce or quit drinking. And our fourth and final tip is explore alcohol-free alternatives. This is where the fun begins. The market for non-alcoholic beverages has exploded in recent years, offering delicious and sophisticated alternatives to your usual drinks. So this brings us perfectly to our next segment, Mocktail Recipes. So let's get creative in the kitchen and explore the wonderful world of mocktails. These flavorful, alcohol-free concoctions allow you to enjoy a celebratory drink without the negative effects of alcohol. So here are a couple of our go-to recipes. So recipe 1 is sparkling cranberry rosemary refresher. Now the ingredients include 4 ounces of cranberry juice, unsweetened is the best, 2 ounces of sparkling apple cider or kombucha, 1 sprig of fresh rosemary, a half an ounce of fresh lime juice, and ice. Now, optional, you can have a few fresh cranberries if you want to add that for your garnish. But the instructions are simple, 7 simple steps. Gently muddle the rosemary sprig in a shaker or glass. Add the cranberry juice and lime juice. Fill the shaker with ice. Shake well until chilled. Strain the mixture into a glass filled with ice and then top with the sparkling apple cider or kombucha. Lastly, garnish with fresh cranberries and an extra sprig of rosemary. Simple, easy, can be done in less than 10 minutes. And then recipe number 2 is a spicy ginger peach fizz. 4 ounces of peach puree starts off the ingredients. Now you can blend fresh or use frozen peaches. Then 2 ounces of kombucha or a non-alcoholic ginger beer. A half ounce of fresh lemon juice, a few thin slices of fresh ginger, ice, and then optional, you can have a mint sprig for the garnish. Now the instructions, 7 easy steps as well. Gently muddle the ginger slices in a shaker or glass, add the peach puree and lemon juice, fill the shaker with ice, shake well until chilled. Strain the mixture into a glass filled with ice, top with the non-alcoholic ginger beer, and then garnish with a mint sprig and a slice of peach. Now, these are just a couple of ideas just to get you started. The possibilities with mocktails are endless. Experiment with different fruits, herbs, and sparkling beverages to find your new favorites. Not only are they delicious, but they also allow you to socialize and unwind with the potential downsides of alcohol, especially when it comes to your menstrual health. We will include a link to our KCA magazine article discussing alcohol and the menstrual cycle with additional recipes, and also our resource center offers recipes that has several mocktail options for you. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you. Periods got you down? Kick cramps to the curb with Pilates for Periods. Our online program combines targeted Pilates, soothing yoga, calming meditation, and breath work to help you manage your menstrual cycle naturally. Feel stronger, calmer, and more in control. Reclaim your comfort. Visit Pilates for Periods YouTube page linked in the description of this episode and start your journey to a more manageable cycle today. Now, back to the show. Welcome back from that commercial break. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. So, we just want to take this time and just really evaluate, why do you drink alcohol? Is it a cultural thing? Is it a social thing? Is it a stress reliever for you? Determining why you consume alcohol can be the foundation for you in determining the best plan of action for your body and for a better menstrual cycle. All right, guys. So options to help you improve your wellness. We have our resource center, which we just mentioned. Not only do we have the Mocktail Recipes, we have our archive blog, we have reports, we have research, we have womb terminology, wellness referrals, so much data that can assist you with conquering your menstrual cycle journey. We also have our Pilates for Periods, which is our fitness and mindfulness program. We have yoga, Pilates, breath work, meditation that can be extremely helpful throughout this menstrual cycle journey. We also have KCA the magazine we mentioned earlier. We're going to drop the article where we discuss non-alcoholic options. And also January was dry January, kicking off the new year each year with not consuming alcohol for 30 days. So that information is all located within the magazine. And then we would like for you to sign up for our newsletter. Doing so will help you keep up with the latest news, events, and resources that Kick Cramps Ass has going on. In addition, you'll receive a 15% off coupon to shop at our KCA store. All right, guys, now we are still accepting listeners' mail, so feel free to comment to this episode on whichever platform. If you're watching the video version, if you're listening to the audio version, you can still comment on the episode on your preferred podcast listening software. And if you preferred a more personalized and intimate interaction, feel free to email us at contact@kickcrampsass.org, which will also be listed in the description of this episode. But to recap, we want to reiterate that Alcohol Awareness Month is in April, and it's also a great opportunity to take a closer look at our habits and their impact on our overall well-being. For those who menstruate, understanding the connection between alcohol and your menstrual cycle is a crucial step in prioritizing your health and comfort. By being mindful of your consumption and exploring healthier alternatives, you could empower yourself to navigate your cycle with greater ease. All right, guys. Now be sure to like this podcast, share it with your friends, comment on it, subscribe to our website like we mentioned before, but also subscribe to our YouTube channels at Kick Cramps Ass and at Pilates for Periods, which will be listed at the description of this episode, giving you additional resources, tools, and guidance and support for your menstrual cycle journey. All right, guys, we want to send gratitude out to all of you for tuning in on this good old Menstruation Monday. And we want to manifest a positive, productive, and peaceful remainder of the day and menstrual cycle journey ahead. We'll be speaking with you on next Menstruation Monday. Peace.